What if I told you that life is actually a game and most people are playing it without knowing the rules? Every morning, you wake up to a 24-hour arena where your habits, thoughts, and focus determine whether you win or lose. The difference between those who achieve extraordinary results and those who struggle isn't talent, luck, or circumstances. It's understanding that everything is a result of something and mastering the formula that creates success. Today, we're diving deep into the mindset mechanics that separate achievers from dreamers. Get ready to discover why happiness isn't the destination. It's the vehicle that drives every meaningful result in your life. Our guest today is Dr. Tamir Qadree, known as the Dean of Dynamic Results, who holds dual doctorates in metaphysical philosophy and has spent over 35 years studying the powers of the mind, influence, and attraction. Rising from the challenging streets of Chicago's West Side to coaching millionaires, real estate professionals, and entrepreneurs who work with Tony Robbins, Dr. Qadree has cracked the code on what he calls the achievement formula. His unique approach combines metaphysical principles with practical strategies, teaching clients to feel rather than merely reason their way to success. Through his podcast, Dynamic Results on Fire, and his transformational coaching programs, he's helping people worldwide understand that achieving their dreams isn't about changing their circumstances, it's about changing their internal game. Dr. Qadree believes that whether you're Mozart starting at 3 years old or Colonel Sanders becoming a millionaire at 65, the same universal principles apply to creating extraordinary results.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Impctrs Out Loud with your host, Tracy V. Allen. And today I have with me Dr. Tamir Qadree, and he is here to talk to us about how what he does impacts the community and creates a ripple effect throughout. Dr. Qadree, welcome, and tell us, what is your cocktail?
Well, thanks. First of all, thanks for having me with such a wonderful podcast and a wonderful subject. Well, basically, it's life is about this. This is the tale. This is the tale. Every day you wake up, it's a game, and you got to know it's a game. If you know it's a game, there are certain strategies you want to use in that game, i.e., the time you get up, things you're going to do. So life's a game. Now, what you do in that game in that time, in 24-hour span, that's where all the action is. And that's one of the bases of what I talk about and what I coach about and speak about.
Okay, so how did you get into this? Tell us some things about your back history. Where did you grow up? What happened that led you down this path?
I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
In Chicago, West Side Chicago.
West Side,
very,
okay.
Yeah, very renowned area, very renowned, and not for the best things, but we were renowned for whatever.
Right.
You know, it's kind of a rough situation, rough life, but you learn to adapt and get through it.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been the kind of child. I'm from a big family. Mother had 13 children. Father had about 7 more.
Wow.
And I was one of the very youngest, the last 3, 4.
Okay.
Out of all those. And I remember myself at 10 years old. I used to say philosophical things. I don't know where I got them from. Like life's a dream. And how we play in that dream, we wake up and whatever, okay? I was coming all kinds of stuff like that. And I remember I was 10, I went to a camp. Here's a really good story. Went to camp. My mother put us into a Lutheran school, a private school on the west side of Chicago. And ironically, the principal and teachers were white, ironically. And I say that for a reason, because it was turbulent in those days. It was racially divided, is why I say that. And so I'm at the school, we go to camp. And I love the camp so much. Me and my friend Tyrone Rourke, we cried. We didn't want to go. They treated us so well at the camp, about 100 miles out of Chicago, I believe. And we wrote letters to that, me and my friend, to that camp every day. I think almost every day for 2 weeks straight. Those people gave us a scholarship to the camp, paid for everything just because of our determination and drive. And that showed me how to get what I want in life. I just keep going at it. I'll adjust and make shifts. That's how I got. Let's give you a background of who I am and how I got this kind of mindset. So, and there are many other things, but that's.
Well, tell us about it.
well, and so that got me to realize that I can manifest and create my world, no matter what anybody else think. When I learned that, I learned to put things together like this. Mozart, the great composer Mozart, began studying music at 3 years old. You hear me? Three. 1, 2, 3. Okay. He made his first composition when he was 5 years old. He played in front of 2 world courts by the time he was 6. Okay. Colonel Sanders became a millionaire at 65, a billionaire at 80 something, about 88. Helen Keller was born blind and deaf in the early late 1800s, early 1900s, and she became patient of the blind, speaking with presidents and people around the world. Okay, very well known. Blind. Okay, didn't have rights or nothing like that as a woman. And Madam C.J. Walker, a Black woman, born not too many years out of slavery. In those days, became a patron and one of the richest entrepreneurs. Even to this day, her story is very renowned. So I just covered age from both ends, young, 3 years old, 88. I covered Black in a time when you get hung for thinking something negative about a white person or whatever in a rough time, and then a white woman who's disabled. So there's no excuse not to have the mindset of an achiever. I don't care what you do. I'm going to achieve. What if you lose your life? I lose my life there. You didn't beat me. You still didn't beat me. I'm going to achieve this. So I have that kind of drive. And I got it like that. I mentioned those people understand that no matter who you are, you can be, you have. What I do is actually coach professional speakers, writers, coaches, entrepreneurs, people in the business professions. And here's why I picked those people. Those people most of them have a mindset of they want to learn, they want to grow. Right. They'll do the studying. They'll pay the money to improve. They'll do that stuff to improve themselves. Okay. And I invested because those are the kind of people that can do what they got to do to reap the monetary benefits of what they do and share and help build communities and do the charities they want to do. That's why a lot of celebrities, they do charities and things like that. Those are things they want to do. And they put themselves in a position to be able to do it. And it probably makes them very happy, unless some unfortunate soul is doing it just for show. That's unfortunate for that person. So it's all about giving and living your life dream. So in short, I'm living my life's dream. That's what I am doing. That's who I am. And I want to share it with everybody else.
So you're living your life's dreams through coaching others how to live their life dream.
Yes. And let me add to that. Not only how to find your true life purpose, but how to live that purpose. Who have a true purpose, how to live that purpose. That's why I pick entrepreneurs, they're athletes, entertainers. They're very bold. They're willing to get to it. See, it ain't what you do. See, the results we get have the same formula. If you're Michael Jordan or Picasso, same formula. Let me tell you how it's the same formula. It's like planting corn. You plant, farmer till the soil first. I don't know how they do it. Till the soil, they plant the seed and they water the soil. And they know in a certain time period this corn is going to grow. Everything is a result of something. If you want to achieve something, find out who does that, how they do it, what's the mixture in that, and copy that mixture till you get it right. Like learn to bake a cake. Keep doing it until you get your grandma's recipe correct. Everything works like that. Everything is a result of something. And the key in achieving results in life and achieving your goals and dreams is to find get to the result. You want results, and you want to be happy. And you want to be happy. If you're happy, results are going to find you.
If you're happy, results will find you.
Yes. Who want to be around a sourpuss? Results going to run from you. Everybody going to run from you. If you're confused, you're going to drive people away from you.
Well,
if you can, yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but I find that happiness usually is something that most people can't find because most people don't realize that happiness comes from within and you have to choose to be happy. So I think that will be the first stage that you would have to work at, right? Is getting people to understand how to be happy. Because I think a lot of people look for external factors to make them happy.
Right. I wasn't getting into the detail of how. I was telling you the theory. You're talking about the detail, which is correct.
Yeah.
I was saying the theory. No. You're 100% correct. That's exactly. But I've laid it out. Here's what it is.
Yeah.
I can teach you the process of what you just said, and then have you do it.
Right.
Story. I tell them the story. I tell them first. Then I show them how to do it. Ask them to do it, now they have it. So you went ahead of me, but you're correct, 1,000%. That's true. We do everything we want to be happy, content. Human beings do things, Tracy, for 2 reasons only. It's been said many ways. I'm gonna say it my way.
Okay.
Human beings do things to avoid pain and suffering, or to gain something, to win something, to learn to walk, to speak, get a horse, boyfriend, husband, play basketball, whatever they want to do. Write, speak, coach, be the president. To gain something, in other words, to solve a pain or get out of a situation, ain't got to be pain, something they want to do, or to gain pleasure. 2 things: to solve the pain puzzle, to enjoy the pleasure principle of having what your goals, your dreams, your desire, the husband, wife, that career, helping those people, building those charities. Those are 2 motivating factors. 2 factors anybody have. Give an example. If the great Warren Buffett, who I love dearly, Warren Buffett, this is a great soul, for real. Great soul. I believe that. I haven't read everything on him. I never met him, but I've seen enough of him to know energy. Let me tell you something. If he had a real need right now at 90-something years old, and he wanted to get that fulfilled before he died, and he found no one can answer that dream. If he met me and heard me say what I say, if he felt I could help him, he ain't got to do it if I have a penny in the bank or $1 billion in the bank. He will pay me to solve that problem, that issue. If I'm the one. That's right. You got to be known. If you give you an example, a story about Joseph in Egypt. Remember that story? When Joseph was sold into slavery. I'm spiritual, not religious, so I'm not getting there. I'm just telling you the story. I believe that. And he was sold into prison by his brothers. They were jealous of him. He stayed in prison so many years, I think about 9 years, whatever. And one guy went to the king one day after the first attempt, and the king needed somebody that could help him interpret a dream. It bothered the king. Well, the man said, I know a guy named Joseph. So the king sent for Joseph again years later, and Joseph interpreted the dream. Joseph became a billionaire overnight, literally billionaire. This is historical. This is a historical story that can be traced. Joseph became billionaire in Egypt for answering the king's dream, solving that pain issue. That's something he pain point. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
I 100% agree with what you're saying. And when it comes to when you are the solution to someone's problem, they want to pay you. But true. Not all the time.
That's true.
Because I find that a lot of times you are the solution to someone's problem, but they're too cheap to pay you, or they don't feel that. What I want to say? They don't feel that you are worth what you're charging because they're not in the position to pay you what you're worth.
Yeah.
So they demean your value because they can't afford you.
Right. And that's on them. I don't even care about. I didn't think about that. That's on them. Here's why I don't even care. So what? Your mess ain't caused me no stress. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Leave me out of. My name is West. Leave me out of that mess. That's their business.
Oh.
And look, listen. When I deal with clients, when clients call for 30-minute consultation and they get on my calendar, first of all, I'm not trying to. I tell them leave your wallet at home. I ain't gonna try to say you nothing. You know what? I mean, I want to work with you. I may not like
that's very true too.
I may not like your energy, your style. You may have broke thoughts. And think everybody's crooked. Well, that's on you. I don't want to like you anyway.
I find that a lot. I
don't deal with you anyway. I don't want to deal with you anyway.
Right. That people try to project that onto you because they've come across a lot of other people who have been that way or treated them that way. And I'm just like, I am not your psychologist. I can't solve all your problems. I'm telling you what I can do. You either want to work with me or you don't want to work with me. It's that simple. Period. But I'm not going to jump through hoops to make you feel secure in, using my services. I'm just not going to do that.
In fact, they could. I've coached millionaires. I've coached real estate agents. I coached speakers. I've coached some people that work with Tony Robbins that he coached. Okay, just to say, I'll tell you something. And I'll tell you something about that. People, I tell them you got to talk to me 2 times for you to hire me. Here's why. I have to know if we're fit. What if we went to the doctor and doc, you said, I'm Dr. Joe, I'm going to give you this medicine. Doctor, what's wrong with me? Let's take this medicine. Did you take it? No, same thing. I want to know what's in your head is what you want to know what's in my head. I don't know if I'm the coach for you. I don't know if I'm the one. I may have the answer and the solution, what you're doing. I might be the one to deliver it to you. I know that. And so
Right.
when we talk, I want to find out. Then we'll get to finances. We'll talk about that on the second call. If there's a second call. Now, the ones that don't set up second call, they ain't the one. You already know that. So now you know that. So you ain't thinking about them. The one that
But
call
you
back.
don't
Okay,
feel
now
like
let's
you're
talk.
wasting your time because that's 30 minutes
No.
that you're talking to with
So
each person. I'm just asking you because it's something that we talk about a lot in the consulting world,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
you're having these
yeah.
discovery calls and you're talking to people, and a lot of times people feel like they're wasting their time in these conversations because these people are never going to buy their services.
See, again, that has nothing to do with me. I'll tell you why. I don't attract that. It ain't I'm out.
I like your attitude. I like really like it.
You know what you asked me? Thank you.
Problem.
Hey, but I love your attitude though. I'll tell you something. Tell you why. People like you want to learn something different. When you hear something different, you ain't gonna try to bucket. Well, I know so and so. No, you gonna know how you do that. Here's why I said that. I don't care what they think. I got an objective. That 30 minutes, it may last 30 minutes. It may go over 30 minutes. It's my time. If I want to, it's my life. So what? It's my freedom, my life. I may want to give them 30 minutes. My time is money. My time is worth.
Right. Yes, that's what we hear all the time. My time is money. My time is money.
Listen,
yeah.
You go outside. I'm with Einstein. It's an illusion any damn way. It's your time. So what?
Okay.
It may be, I may be better served talking to this person for 45 minutes, just talking, gleaning something. And I tell them, here's why I tell them to call me back. First of all, I'm not desperate. Okay. I don't need nothing from you. And you don't need me. If there's a connection, it's meant to happen, it's got to happen.
Right.
I'm a doctor of metaphysics. I'm a metaphysician for real. I don't know if you know what that is or not. Okay.
Well, tell us what it is. I know what it is, but tell the audience what it is.
It's a doctor of philosophy. Is basically there's something beyond what you see physically, your thoughts. Okay. A person can lose their physical body in an accident or whatever. But what happens to their thoughts? What happens to their breath and their mind? Okay. What happens to their breath and their thoughts and their hearing? That don't die. What happened to it? You couldn't kill it. It couldn't physically touch it. What are you talking about? Just think about that. So metaphysics is a very good law of attraction. What we think about, what you think about, you bring about. Your words create. Whether they're a negative, violent environment or a peaceful, calm environment, believe in your thoughts and words created that environment. Whether you like it or not, that is true, and that's a fact. So now you know. Our thoughts, not you. You already know.
I know.
But our audience, not your thoughts. Believe if you don't believe that, I can meet anybody, look them in the eye, and you can do it too. Not just me. Anybody can look them right in the eye, and not stare, just glance. I can tell you a lot of things about yourself. I tell you, I mean, not detailed. I can tell you if you evil, if you mean, if you stingy, if you shifty, if you got sensual, perverted eyes or sexual eyes or whatever, or if you scared. All of us show that. We all show
being able to read body language really well.
I'm just attuned to do it so good, so easy. Now it ain't just me. It ain't about me being the thing. We're all the thing. That's another story. But we all the stuff. We don't know it. I want to use another word, but I won't start with S and with T. We all that. All of us are. All of us don't realize it. Right. That's the only difference between you and Bill Gates. That's the only difference. Money ain't no difference.
So basically, it boils down to confidence.
Not just confidence. Not just confidence. Okay. So you're gonna use confidence. Confidence is gonna command. You gotta have the confidence to command. You always go ahead of me. You're sharp. I'm serious. I got this on the same. We'll say no. This is kind of eerie. Okay. What you gotta have first is that I am that self-esteem. That self-confidence is great. Without self-esteem, self-confidence is gonna crash and burn.
Right.
Self-esteem is the few. I am that I know who I am. I love me for who I am. I ain't gotta want to be nobody. I don't want to be Oprah Winfrey. I don't want to be Einstein. I don't wish I was Michael Jackson. I don't want to be Bruce Lee. I don't want to be the greatest doctor. I want to be me. I love me. I'm here for a special purpose, and none of them can fulfill my purpose, and I can't fulfill theirs or yours. It ain't about celebrity.
I am so happy you said that. I was at a conference once, and the presenter was asking questions, and you had to go around the table of the people who were there and answer the question. And the question was, who is your idol? I think that's what the question was. Either who is your idol or who do you look up to? Who would you like to become, or that type of stuff. And so I'm listening to everybody go around the table and telling the Oprah, the Michael Jordan, the da 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 da. And I'm like, oh God, please let them stop before they come to me because this is not going to go good. Right. And then they
Right.
come to me and they ask, who is my idol? And I say, me. And the whole room went like, what?
I like that.
How
I
can
actually like
someone of your
I like that. You got me too. I like that one. I
Yeah,
said
I said me.
I like
And the
that.
only person I have to look up to and live for is myself.
You
I
are
don't idolize anybody else. Oprah is not
either,
my idol. That person's not. They all have flaws. We're all just human beings.
you've been copying me, or you just went ahead of me again. I'm serious. It ain't about me being about me. I'm telling you, did. Let me tell you why you went ahead of me. I hate to cut you off. I'll tell you why. I hope I didn't cut you off. I'll tell you
Mhm.
why you did
No,
that.
go ahead.
Listen, here's some favorites of mine: Muhammad Ali,
Mhm,
Bruce Lee,
mhm,
Michael Jordan, Earth, Wind and Fire, Malcolm X. Here's
mhm,
one, and I got a few more on that list. I won't mention. I won't keep going. I'll stop at
mhm,
those top 5. Here's why. And this
mhm.
came to me last year. I'm not some genius that knew everything. I learned something. Genius is the ability to learn. That's a
Right.
genius. And to
Yes.
change and grow. That's the
Mhm,
genius. Forget
mhm,
all the other which ain't nothing but chewed up grass.
mhm,
And so anyway, so I thought it came to me last year.
mhm,
People that know me know I'm fanatical about Earth, Wind and Fire and Michael
mhm,
Jordan and Bruce Lee,
mhm,
Ali. And said,
mhm,
why? It came to me, a thought, because you're just like that. And I thought, I
mhm,
said, that's right. I think just like I do. I'm
mhm,
just like that.
mhm,
I've been like that all my life.
mhm.
Regardless of what they all did something different. Don't matter what you
Right.
do, but it's the same point, same drive, determination,
Drive.
and don't
Mhm,
quit. See, I've been flat, almost broke. Family broke up all in different places in the city, living
mhm,
with mother, sister, brother, father. They didn't treat them right. A
mhm,
friend let me stay with him, gave me 4 months. I became top producer in a top security company in the country. I won't mention their name. Ain't no free advertisement here. Ain't no free advertisement. I ain't mentioning your name.
uh-huh,
I ain't give you nothing. Okay.
uh-huh,
I became top producer in a $1 billion company in 4 months, 4.5 months. The president asked the manager, "Who's that dude?
mhm,
Who's that dude to do something like that?" I told him, I said, "Well, now you know."
mhm,
You didn't know? Well, you should ask somebody. I told him after that. He laughed. When he hired me, I told him. I
mhm,
said, "Who's top's on your board?" He showed me
mhm,
the top. I said, "Move that down a little bit. So you put my picture need to get up there a little bit higher." I told him I
mhm,
did. He
mhm,
stared at me across the table, a guy from India. He
mhm,
stared at me, and I came right closer to him and stared at him until he backed up.
mhm,
And then I did it. I told him I was going to do it. I did it and did it. This ain't
mhm,
something I can just do. Anybody with termination drive, with that, look, with that, what you said, idolize me.
mhm,
It's what you. I'm telling you, you said that. I like them because they remind me of me.
mhm,
It came to me, but it didn't come to me like that until you said it.
mhm.
This lady's all in my head, all up in my head. Oh my God!
But
Ah,
see, a lot of people
is
take
that
confidence.
spying? Is that called spying? Can I call the police? Can I report
Right.
you? Can I
Yeah.
sue you?
No, you can't. But a
You
lot
can't
of people take that for cockiness.
You know my answer to that, right?
I know. But
So
that's what a lot
now,
of people, yeah.
now,
A lot of
and,
people
and
take it
that's
as you being cocky. And I'm like,
that's
no, it's being
fine.
confident. It's being self-assured.
They don't understand the confidence to command.
Hmm.
Humility has nothing to do with not doing what you got to do.
Right.
Me and you, we're put here to do what we do.
Hmm.
I got a feeling you're following your life calling. I got a feeling.
I
Okay.
am.
We're put here to do what we're here to do. That okay,
Mhm.
okay. Is an oak tree cocky because it's being an oak tree? No.
No.
We use these words and we misuse them to feel
Yeah.
in line with everybody else. Is a tiger cocky being a tiger?
Hmm.
Okay, so Tamir Qadree. It's Tamir Qadree. How am I
Hmm.
cocky? How should I be? My
Hmm.
sister told me this. You talk fast. You should slow down. I said, maybe you should speed up your thoughts, speed up your hearing. You talk too fast. What do you mean I talk too? I said, how should I talk? I asked her.
Hmm.
Well, she said, well, yeah. So I should talk like you.
No.
I should talk the way you want me to talk, your
Right.
cadence. But what about me?
Right.
I know how to slow it down. I know how
Hmm.
to say, can you repeat that? Is different.
Uh-huh.
Believe me, I know I talk rapidly. I get very few comments on that. Trust me. When
Hmm.
I know if I'm me, very
Hmm.
few people have ever told me that. A few have told me that. I looked at them and just, A lady told me that one day in the gym. She tried to really get me. I was a gym coach. I'm 5'5" in stature, right, in height. I'm walking past you in line with a bunch of women. She said, "Manager Tamir, the average man is 5'9". How tall is you?" I said, "How tall is your vision? How tall is your vision? If you raise your vision, maybe you can see me." She was embarrassed. I know the comeback, but I'm kind of quick with it. I was a jerk as a boy. I was a jerk as a boy. I didn't make that up. It was just quick with it. I was a little jerk. Most boys are jerks, by the way, but we're just little jerks. Okay, so I was a jerk, and I had this jerk trickery. Dudes want to knock me out. They couldn't though. I said something, but they'd be like, "Oh man, oh, you're too short. Too short to who?" So is the elephant, so is the tiger, so is the elephant, so is the giraffe. What's your damn point? I'm short. So what? What's your point? I should be like you. Think like that about everything. Be you. And only change if it serves the better purpose for everybody, including you.
Yeah. And I mean, for some of us, it's easy to say that, and it's easy for us to do because we've come to the conclusion that we are the authors of our own destiny. For a lot of people, for a lot of people, they're living in an authored destiny, right? When I say, yeah, they're living.
That's a good one. I'm gonna steal that one. I'm gonna steal that one. I'm gonna say I heard it from you though.
Okay.
You said an
authored destiny.
Yes. Go continue, please.
Right. So they're living their lives through the lens that was, or the manuscript that was written by social media, their parents, their grandparents, their friends, their boyfriends, their bosses. They're living for everyone and everything else except for themselves. And I think that is one of the reasons why so many people are unhappy, because we go back to being happy, right? So many people are unhappy and they cannot find happiness because they don't even know who they are.
They don't. They don't. On the side of my arm is tattooed, "I am that I am." I am who I am, but I love me, who I am, what I am. And now I love everybody else, family, friends, the world. I am who I am. And so I love myself. I pay attention to myself. So you're getting to it. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And I want a lot of people, I really do want people to just take some time and really get to know who you are as a person. Because unless you know who you are as a person and you're comfortable with being who you are, you're never going to find happiness. I think that's why so many people were so miserable during the pandemic, being locked in, why we had such high divorce rates, because people began to see sides of themselves that they didn't like.
Well, we in this society, especially in America, we're so materially driven. I'm not in the United States right now.
You're not?
No, I'm not going to be in Colombia, Mexico, or wherever.
Okay.
I might be in Brazil in January. I don't know. So anyway, what we do is people are so materially driven, they use things to placate that pain point, or that being lonely, solve that pain. And so that's why we always buy stuff. We'll have money in our pocket. We'll run to near 7-Eleven, just buy a candy bar. We use some this thing. We're trying to fill a void. I believe that void is a happiness void, a contentment void. Right. Contentment is one of the main major points of metaphysics and ancient yoga, being content and not having things control you. So we seek happiness. So we're really seeking to be happy. That's what you're talking about. We do. That's true. That's glory, hallelujah, amen. Pass flesh and bleed. Right. For real. That's true. That's true. We want to be happy. That's why we want things. $1 million won't make you happy. There are billionaires that have committed suicide. There are millionaires committed suicide. There are celebrities that have had $30 or $40 million that are broke today, for real. That are broke. Some are homeless. Some have 30 or 40 million. Okay. Yeah. So it ain't money, because they were seeking something and they kept spending. They have the attitude to go learn about money, how to master money, get money managers, and learn disciplines, not to spend everything. Okay. They didn't do that. So they're not broke because they were chasing something. They were trying to be happy and content. Money itself not make you content. Happiness is an inside job, like you said, like I heard Earl Nightingale say years ago. If you don't have that, so I teach people. I had a talk the other day about reversing that on TikTok. I mentioned reversing that trend, reversing where, well, how about getting happiness first, then add things.
Yes. Yes.
Reverse it. You're going to eat every day, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sleep. You got a place to stay. So
Mm-hmm.
what you worried about?
Mm-hmm.
You get time to take the rest, get up, cut TV off, spend 2 hours every day, 10 hours a week on your goals and
Wow.
dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and let 5 years pass. Watch what happens. You're gonna seek me out to pay for me a trip to the Bahamas. Watch what happens. But no, we don't have no patience though. 5 years.
Right.
How were you 5 years ago? Say 40, you were. So that how fast that 5 years go by?
Mm-hmm.
Why you don't think about it? It's just like that. Just like
Right.
that. It's just like that. So think
Mm-hmm.
about today. Do something today. By the time you're 50, you'll be king of the world in your own world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it has nothing to do with anything but that. Get it done.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
Yeah. I like the whole vibe of this podcast episode. And I hope that people are listening to what was said. This has been one of the most energetic podcast episodes I've done thus far. Yes,
Duh, because of you, all in people's head, knowing what I'm gonna say before I say it, going ahead of my talking points.
yeah.
You ain't seen nothing I wrote. You don't know nothing in front of me. You have no idea.
No.
Oh my God. Can I
I
charge
guess
her?
we're aligned in that way. But yeah.
Hey,
So let me ask you, what makes you an impactor?
what makes me an impactor is that I bring it like it is. And when I say like it is, I bring it and tailor it to you, who you are. See, no matter what I bring you, if it ain't tailored to you, it's still theory. Everything you read, everything somebody teach you is theory until you do it.
Right.
Right? So that's what I do. That's what I do as a coach, as a speaker, as a writer. My website, my podcast. A new podcast came out about 2 months ago called Dynamic
Nice.
Results on Fire. I had to show people different things about closing skills. Money is a tool. Opportunities everywhere. I explain how opportunities everywhere. I have different guests on at different times. I talk about getting results and making network connections. So this is about, come out every Monday. That's what it's about teaching and leading and guiding. But I'm not a nonprofit organization.
That's
I
fine.
teach you how to be. I teach you how to be profitable.
Impactors come in all forms.
I'm a giver. Yeah, I am a giver. I love giving. This just maybe I don't know if I even want to say that. I've been doing all my life. I have to. It's part. It's like planting seeds, not because something's gonna come back. Planting what I want to do for others, and it always come back. My bread is always buttered.
Yeah,
always.
I like that.
Always. It's universal law. I don't care what religion you are. Nothing. It's always buttered.
Yeah. And if you had three impactor tips that you would leave with the audience today, what would those three tips be?
Oh, that's easy. That's a softball. I think about it all the time. Habits, your habits. Everything you do is a result of a habit. Change your habits, you change your world. It's not as easy to say it, but it can be done. Trust me, it's easier than you think. Okay? It can be done. Change your habits. Habits. Change the way you think about yourself. Take 3 minutes every day to plan your day, write out in a journal what I'm gonna do. At night, ask yourself before you go to sleep, how do I do it? You're analyzing yourself. Now you can make adjustments for the next game. Now you know how to make the shot this way, dribble this way, and fake this way because you made adjustments like a game. Life's a game every day now. So every day you wake up, your habits, okay, how you self-analyze yourself, and your ability to focus. Those three things Napoleon Hill talked about in Think and Grow Rich. It's been talked about in scriptures, philosophy for years by some of the greatest people on earth. They've all done this. When I say greatest, I mean about some of the most notable people. Because you have $1 billion or $1 in the bank, don't make one greater than you. It depends on what your calling is. Your calling may not have any money like Mother Teresa and have whatever she wanted. Whatever she needed, she got. Okay? Right. So there are a lot of ways to look at a calling. That's the third tip. Habits, self-analysis, and the ability to focus and concentrate. I teach those three things. I even have a course that's being created, should be finished in 2 weeks that for that purpose. And also I do personal development training. I also have a lead magnet. People can download where they can get constant information from me at least once a week and an enlightening email on things that I'm talking about right now. Now, here's one key about everything I do. For those who just want to get something for free, there are some people like that in the world. That's fine. That's fine. Still download my lead magnet at learn.tamirqadree.com. The word learn.tamirqadree.com. You can download my lead magnet. Every week you get something enlightening, okay? Sometimes you have offers, things like that. Don't worry about that because every email Every email. Now, it may
Mhm.
take you 20 years to do it. It may take you 10 years to do what I wrote about. Or it can
Mhm.
take you 6 months if you hired me or hire somebody like Tracy, for instance. That's the
Mhm.
value of having a coach. See, you can
Mhm.
learn whatever. You can learn what all the stuff I learned yourself. Okay? Look, do you know the story of how I went through it? You want to go through it and do it then. You get it
Right.
from me or Tracy. Okay? Yeah, you're gonna invest in yourself, but the learning curve been short. You'll be able to do it in 6 months what it took you 6 years. In many
Right.
cases, by shifting your mindset. If you
Mhm.
do the work, if you don't do the work, don't mess with me. That'll make your
Right.
brother look bad. If you don't do the work, because if you do the work, we can always adjust how long it
Mhm.
takes. But if you don't
Yeah.
do the work, don't come to me. I won't look bad. I'm trying to look
And
good.
I like that. I mean, even though we're wrapping up, I must say that is the key component right there. You
Okay.
must do the work. I hear too many people go to coaches and then they leave the coaching session and they bad talk the coach because they didn't get the results that they wanted. But when you ask them, did you do the work? The answer is always no.
Yeah, it's Michael
They
Jordan. Did Jordan do the
expected the
work?
coach to create some type of miracle without them even lifting a
No,
finger.
no,
If you want
no.
results, you must do the work.
You think
Yeah,
Michael Jordan didn't do the work?
right.
Think Mozart didn't do the work? They
Mhm.
did the work. See, people want the glory, but they don't know the story. See,
Right.
they don't want that work. They don't want that story. They don't want
Yeah.
that work. They
Yeah.
want the glory though. Oh, that
Yeah.
look good. Get your
Yeah.
butt out of that bed
Okay.
a
Tell
little
us.
earlier, an hour earlier. Anyway.
Yeah. Tell us one time again where we can find you. It's going to be in the comment section, guys. So even if you missed it, you can always look in the comment section. But tell us one time again where they can find you.
Well, you can go to my first and last name, TamirQadree.com at Mind Technology. That's TamirQadree.com. See some of my ebooks and materials I have. You can also contact me at coach.thedeanofdynamicresults.
Okay.
Coach.thedeanofdynamicresults.com. There you can get a 30-minute complimentary coaching session with me to discuss some strategy, things like that, whatever it takes, okay? And then number three, you can download my lead magnet
Mhm.
called learn.tamirqadree.com. Learn.tamirqadree.com. It's called Don't Play Yourself, Play Lotto, 7 Keys to Self-Empowerment. That's the name of it. And you'll be on my email list. I'll see all kinds of great things, a lot of cool stuff, some cool jingles, new videos. I just started this new project over a year ago with Tony Robbins Group Mastermind. I'm excited. You can be a part of it. Let's rock, let's roll. Everything is a result of something.
All
Now you
right.
know.
All right. Dr. Tamir Qadree, thank you so much for being here tonight. I truly appreciated this. This is a great way for me to end my night because I'm doing this interview at night. In case you guys don't know, it's like 8:30 in the night right now. Right?
I'm
8:30.
1 hour behind you.
Yeah, so it's 8:30 right now. So I'm ending my night on a high. Again, thank you for joining us at here at Impactors Out Loud podcast. Until next time, bye.